basically because his cancer came back, which is sad. I don't know if it was him, but yeah, let me know your thoughts.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jamina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy? Always. Keeping it sexy? You know we have to. Well, today I wanted to play with some makeup, and I didn't know that the camera was going to set up that quickly, but it did. So I am going to turn around and get set up while we wait for people to come in, and then jump right into some makeup for real though. So there you go. I hope that is enough room. Sometimes my knees get hurt. Let's see here. All right, there should be done. I'm going live.
So, she thought it said I was signed in, but I wasn't really signed in. It was just showing what's there.
Okay, well, you know she has headphones on, so you have to knock and then wave the curtain and say her name at the same time. So, if you come on in, welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna do some wacky, crazy makeup today, I guess, because I wanted to play with some orange. Use the Uptown Girl palette from Makeup Institute, if I can get it out of its sleeve. There we go. Such a beautiful palette. I'm going to use some of the rich browns and that electric orange in there. And I also have the Hank and Henry electric orange pigment. Or neon, no vacation. I think it's a pink one. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, let's prime my eyes. I'm just going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I got in my BoxyCharm. I do not know why my BoxyCharm Premium or BoxyCharm regular box did not load, but we shall figure that out if I have to re-record it or not.
Will you break the bunny? Oh no!
And I'll just use the powder to go with it to set it. And I've got this little cushion thing from Real Technique that picks up cushion foundation or powder products. It helps, but it doesn't get everything that kind of get in there. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and get them out. Use the pot holder. Alright, with the fluffy brush. I want to start out warm. So I'm going to go into this brown color. And just, it's kind of like a burgundy brown. Oh, it totally screams fall.
You're not a normal kid. Look at your nose.
Just one dip in the pan did all that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Can't do what? Just let it sit. Let it sit for a second. You may have to spoon them off. Knock them off with a spoon. Use a spoon to knock them off into your bowl. Okay. You want a little dip on this side. It just doesn't look quite even, but we're gonna keep building until it is.
So you want me to put that in the sink with water?
No, just sit it, leave it there. Okay. Really want it to give it a good fade. That's why just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending until you get a good blend. Cool. There we go, nice and even. And then we're going to go into another brown. Same brush, just using the color switch. And try to keep this one more towards the crease. And this is a Slim Glow brush. I love this brush because it just picks up the right amount of pigment sometimes. These are pigments. These aren't just shadows. And you can just blend your life away and still get this beautiful gradient.
You are a creepy baby kitty.
Can we pause this for a second? Turn the mic off for a second. Hi, Lorna. How you doing? I'm pretty good this afternoon. I'm just was inspired by fall. I wanted it to come already. I just figured I would record without my mic on since my son's being loud. I'm glad to see you're doing good too. It's just been a lot on my plate lately. Kind of messed that up. They're trying to blend it out with my finger. Yeah, it does. 'Cause I feel so much more special in the fall. I don't know why. Like I can be cozy and I miss fireplaces. Miss the smell of wood burning. But it shall come. It'll be here soon enough on it. They'll be saying, please come back to spring because I don't want to do what's winter. I'm just not a winter girl. Even my son, my middle son was talking about fall yesterday. He's like, he wants sweats with tight ends on it so he can curl up with his feet inside of them. I thought that was funny. I was like, okay. Yeah, I can deal with about 80 would be nice because it has been killing us that hot heat. I get the worst because I'm sitting up here in a hooded sweatshirt with air conditioner on. Blend this out just enough. I don't know what's been up with YouTube lately, but they won't let us upload. Some videos can be under 10 minutes, some can be over, but a lot of them, they're like, I don't know if it's the hashtag or what. I've even removed my hashtag or even removed the title so that just to see if it'll upload, but I cannot get my BoxyCharm base box to upload. So I'm kind of scared if I delete the video, it just will be gone since it didn't upload. And I don't want to do that yet. I just did it all matte eyeshadow. Didn't even realize it. Yeah, they're jumping around. I don't understand why some of our videos can go be uploaded and some can't. Some premieres, some lives, I don't know. No, I don't think it has anything to do with the artist itself. I think it's just YouTube the algorithm being messed with right now, since they're trying to clean out everybody. As far as like clean out the ones that are problematic that they know that they got to clean out. I mean, it's Jeffree Star said it in his video, which was kind of one thing nobody picked up on, I don't think, that he was so grateful that they let him upload the orgy palette and didn't demonetize it. And anybody who put it up there, they did not demonetize them for that term and the names of the palette. Because honestly, if Morphe put him off and they're putting all these other ones on cancel culture, why would they allow him to put that video out and not demonetize it? Because it could have been out and just demonetized, where he would have to pay for, he wouldn't get paid for it. But I don't know. It is, that part of it is not there, because that's showing a lot of favoritism to, once again, problematic people. It doesn't matter what their problem is, but they're showing some serious favoritism instead of getting rid of those that they're supposed to. It is a beautiful palette, and I heard it's still available, but I'm broke. So, and then I really did think that I had ordered the Slay Glam 7 palette for the 3 months Slay Glam. Find out I ended up ordering Glitz Glam, and I think I'm glad I did, because the 7 palettes that they were 5 to 7 palettes that they were giving out, I'd already received in Glitz Glam. So it's like, why? I mean, the only thing I didn't receive was the blush palette that Christine Keyston has. I didn't receive that in any of my palettes as far as Glitz Glam, because they're all related. They're all sister companies. Yeah, the names aren't even a problem for me. It's just the fact that it's just not a YouTube approved thing. So that is a part of the favoritism. But when it's as far as cheeky names, I'm not really tripping on that factor. They can be real cheeky and it's okay. You know, that was the point. You know, tongue in cheek type of thing. Oh, where did I put that stuff? It just would not be me if I didn't drop something, right? That's right, it's not the brush I needed anyways. Feels like it needs a little bit more pigment to it. Quite watery. Oh, really? So some people were very offended by the names. I don't know. The easiest thing to do as an artist, if they really wanted the palette and they don't want to deal with the names or telling anybody anything, and they have, you know, and the world wasn't as it is now, and they're working with that palette, depot it. I would just depot the whole palette and put it in a Z palette, because you have to pick up the shades anyways and scrape them into a little plate or something to use it on a client. You don't want to keep dipping into it and contaminate the shade. So depot the whole palette and don't worry about telling them what's what. It's one of those, you know, like in the service days, don't ask, don't tell. And at the end of the day, he still ain't putting no money in my pocket, so I can't be putting none in his. Even saying that kind of sounds weird, because I'm using a Hank and Henry palette right now and using his electric colors. And just last night, when I posted a very, very overdone glam look using the palette, did I finally get a like from the Makeup Institute. They haven't shared me to their stories, but they liked it on my page, and then they sent me they wrote on my stories, you know, gorgeous with the my hand, gorgeous with some emojis, but that's still not putting money in my pocket, you know. Maybe they'll notice this one today because this is going to be a little bit more out of the pocket, more fallish. I mean, yeah, the eyes look very simple right now, and I have to put on black eyeliner and some highlight as far as, you know, and smoke it out. But I'm going to smoke it out, and I'm going to do some freaky colors to contour with, which I think will be really good. So let's see, start out with my color correction. That I noticed that they like the freakiness of, you know, colors. To me, it's freaky. It's to them, it's norm, you know. But to me, it's like, are you sure, Becky? But they would seem to like it. And I feel so too, yeah, because they hook up all these other artists. I even went as bold. Okay, so I get those on Instagram. I know a lot of us do. People saying, you know, hey, DM me for a collab. And then they want you to basically shop at their shop and get discount, and they'll discount your friends, and you share their product, give them a review. I'm like, I'm looking for straight PR right now with no strings attached, either a cushioned or honest review, because I'm quick to give a gentle review without being completely bluntly nasty about it. And that's all I put. And a lot of them don't say nothing afterwards, or they'll like it. One of them gave me the email address to their company and told me to contact them, and I haven't done that yet because I want to see. I am going to see if they're down to do it, because I've done enough ambassador programs where the whole world is an ambassador to your program if they are buying your products and sharing the ideas with their friends online. I mean, that's basically it. We're all ambassadors, so that is not really giving me much of nothing. I need straight PR. So I hope they listen, because that's what I put on there. I want straight PR, no strings attached, honest to cushion review, because I have no problem cushioning a review if it's an okay product for someone else and not for me. But just straight up lying, saying that it's a good product and it's garbage, I'm not going to do that. So that's where they're out on that. I put way too much on, but I can fix it. Way too much concealer. That doe foot gives you the illusion of only a little bit is going on, but I can practically coat my whole face with that Too Faced concealer. That's all right. Just use some. Like I said, I'm going to bronze and contour in some different colors. Just use some weird foundation. Just a couple of shades darker than each other. Come on. I know you in here. Put it on the sponge. Be safe. Yeah, they can be stubborn. I have to start standing up for my what I feel is right for my myself, because I don't want to keep buying your garbage and you're giving it away to larger influencers for free. But then you want to say we're looking for micro influencers and want to give them a fair shake, and I'm not getting a fair shake if I'm going to be buying your stuff and not liking it when you can give it to me for free and I can claim that I like it. Like the lashes, I actually really, really like them. So getting free lashes was not a bad gig, but buying the Lash Scoop lashes and then them trying to say, well, we'll send you free lashes if you buy this many lashes, and I don't like the band. And I'm like, no, I don't wear yours. But the Trish Chit or Trish Cheek brand, I really love their band on their lashes, and their lashes, period, are awesome. So that's not a lie. And so that where I can hold my head up high with that. Oh, my wrist. Before you go back in your room, fix the TV so I can have some background noise.
Frozen solid.
Man, you're gonna have to sit it out for a little bit. You know, sit it out for like 5 minutes and then come back.
What is it?
You don't like chocolate, so don't even ask to waste any of it.
No, I don't know what was that words
What words?
that you were saying.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Matthew.
Yeah.
I don't remember what words you're talking about, honestly. We be saying a lot of words, don't we, Matt? So we be saying a lot of words. So I don't know what he's talking about. I said let it sit for like 5 minutes. Like walk away from the ice cream and let it sit and defrost a little bit.
No. What is this? Puppet. What was I saying?
Fix the TV while you're over there. Thank you. What's next? I've been changing up my routine all the time. Like I don't know what I want to do next. I want to bronze or contour. What? So I'm gonna do a light, build my light and work my way warm just a little bit, and then I'm gonna change the color. That way I don't look too much like a clown. I'm going it up with just a little base color. And now for the kick. I feel I should just go natural, but no, I want to go in supernatural. So I'm going to go back into that orange and some of this mocha shade. Mm. I'm not daring enough to do it, but I'm warming it up. And then I'll pull in that orange all the way around. I've been watching the kids do contour in different colors. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. And since I have a golden undertone, I'm like, might as well do something that really would kind of attract my color instead of knock it back. Orange. And that kind of works. And I'm just using that orange that's in the palette over the brown. That's not bad. I can contour it orange now. Okay. And I really like this fuchsia color. Thank you. Kind of clownish, honestly, because I have fuchsia orange contour on and fuchsia on my cheeks. You'll see in the pictures when I put them on Instagram, the real colors that I'm using. You're gonna be like, whoa, no, she didn't. Yeah, I did. I'm just going way out of the box. Even my highlight's gonna be turquoise because I'm just like really in love with this turquoise color here. Woo! Blend that out. Just lay it down. And then I'll blend it. These are the kind of looks that the Makeup Institute likes, all these out of the box colors. And it's like pretty much making my face into a coloring book, and they seem to like it. So I keep blending that out, and then probably gonna have to add an accent color to make it kind of like holographic. I don't know why I like pulling it down under my eye like making tutorials. I'll put a silver with it. That would definitely change it to how to wrap it. Get a better blender. Very take me to your leader vibes. Let's see here. Put some blue in my waterline. Hi, Linda. I'm hanging in here, feeling my fall oats, waiting for the fall to come in. So I was feeling a little orange and burgundy and bright. And I don't have any yellow on my eyes yet, son. I didn't even think of yellow. How have you been, Linda? Blue. Ouch. Keep forgetting I can't turn my thumb right now. Good. It's been one of those, honestly, I've been really quiet this weekend, type of weekends. They just cremated my son's father, my eldest son's father. It was kind of a sad goodbye because we couldn't even have a memorial or anything for him because he's 6'5" and he's a pretty wide guy. But in San Jose, where he was at, they didn't have the freezer capacity for him, so he wasn't able to. He was breaking down too easily before we could have him embalmed and do a viewing. So we had to do an immediate cremation. So it was pretty hard on my son having to make all the the arrangements that his father arranged for him to take care of. And he won't do it without me, so I let him do it. It's just been hard. Other than that, I've been doing some very, very, very wacky eye makeup and looks and trying to be noticed. You know, one day I want to be a star. Not really. I just, I don't even want, I like what we're doing here. I'm just a character. There's too much hecticness to try to be a star. Thank you. Yeah, it came to a shock to us when they called us and told us, and I was just like, what? No, wait a minute. But I understood, and he understood. With him being just as tall and just as wide, he's got to make this. We have to look around here where we live just to make sure that we can, because we live pretty close to one, and ask them what the height and, the whole thing, make arrangements of that before it happens. I told him that's if you want all that, burial, not just a burial, but a send-off party and all that with your viewing. So having really big, thank you, Lorna. Yeah, just having to make big decisions out of, being a little person in the world. I told him as a part of growing up and being an adult, and I am proud of him. Hi, Christine. I'm proud of him for standing up and being able to do it, because if not, who's going to do it for me? So I got to make sure that we understand what arrangements, and that's pretty hard talking about arrangements during a pandemic and right before my granddaughter's first birthday, but having to talk about that is something I told him that is reality that we have to do. Now that we found out what I've been talking about, Christine, is my son's father. They had he was too tall. He's 6'5", and he's really wide, like a football player. And where he's at in San Jose, they don't have the freezer capacity for him. So we weren't able to have a viewing because he was pretty much breaking down too quickly before the embalming and stuff. And so we had to have him cremated, and they cremated him yesterday. Which I thought they said they didn't do cremations on the weekends, but they said they had to immediately. No, it's okay. I just was very quiet on social media to the point where I didn't find out until today that the lead star from Black Panther had died from colon cancer yesterday. And so that made me just have the blues. Because Netflix took it off of, took Black Panther off of Netflix, so I can't even watch it again. Thought that was pretty shitty of them to take it off, and then it was just there 2 or 3, not even a week ago. But now all of a sudden it's gone. And he's such a sweet guy. He was an up and coming star in his own right, and he could sing. So to be able to sing and act, he didn't even play, like he played a couple of TV roles, and then he did that one with Beyonce where it's like he's Richard Rick James or something like that, some olden dude. And then he played Smoke, the basketball player, something Robinson. And then he did Black Panther. Yeah, he's our age, my age, 43. So I felt kind of, I don't know, I felt so sad, like we were family and we're not family. I don't know, I just felt some kind of overwhelmed way. And my kids are like, why are you so overwhelmed today? And I was just like, I don't know. I think it's just too much so fast. You know, we had one cremation, 2 weeks after that, we had a suicide. Her cremation, 2 weeks after that, her dad dies, my uncle dies, and then setting his arrangements up just the next day, and then my son's father dies, and then his cremation gets told to me yesterday, and then we find out the guy from Black Panther dies. So I'm just like, oh, overwhelmed with everyone around me, like he was my close relative, and he's not. But I do feel for him. I was looking forward to him in the new, if they're going to do a part 2 or something, because I'm a part of the Marvel universe. I'm not a DC universe. So I was just like, wow. So much, so quickly. And the colon cancer is no joke. So I don't know how he went through. Yeah, because I don't know how he went through without it. Yeah, in less than 2 months, I've had 4 people just. I mean, at least I can say my son's father said goodbye. We say goodbye. We said goodbye about a month ago. As far as not being, I don't know. I told him I just couldn't. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab this remote and my water real quick. Oof. We had been friends forever, honestly. So, oops, sorry. So I knew about him being sick, but just him, I don't know. He made the arrangements very quiet. He was a very quiet man. Thank you, Lorna. And both of them, him and my uncle, they're very, very quiet about anything that was wrong with them. So I understood that. But saying goodbye, and I told him, to hang on, just hang on a little longer, because he had just lost, which was hard. We had just, within a 2-month span from my son's father's death, we lost his grandmother, and then his uncle. His uncle went first. He just went to bed and didn't wake up, and then 2 months later, the mother passed away, and then a month later, her mother passed away, and then 4 months later, now the eldest son is gone. So it's just like he had a lot on his plate. I'm trying to console him. He's trying to console me. It wasn't working because he was trying to console me on my grandmother, and I haven't gotten over that. I don't think I'll ever get over losing my best friend. So I'm just been in a loss, in a whirlwind about just misery. I mean, I've been talking to Mary every so often. She tries to be a nice comfort, but sometimes I don't know, just recently I just been going radio silent. I was at your live, Christine. I don't want to be rude. I didn't want to be rude, but I was the mystery viewer at your Sheet Mass Saturday. I was going to DM you about it. You got great stuff, great palettes. I can't wait to see you work on your Jeffree Star palette, because I didn't buy it when it was on sale, and I should have. But I'll have another chance, I think. That mask, was it like layered? maybe with 2 or 3 masks, and the mask that we're supposed to use was in the center, because I noticed it didn't stick to your skin very good. So I was wondering, did it have like a little mesh between it, like the 111 skin mask does? I didn't know about that either. The 111 skin mask literally has a sheet on the front and a sheet in the back, and the mask is in the center. And I put the whole thing on my face, and thank God I was laying back in the bathtub, because if not, it would have just slid off. And it was so juicy too. So I don't know. I did get my like, and I was waiting for the video to repost so that I can comment and let you know that I was there, and I seen everything, and uh, all the wonderful palettes that they sent you. But at first I was bummed that I missed. I thought I had ordered the Slay Glam for 3 months, but in fact I had ordered the Glitz Glam on accident. But then I was kind of happy that I did get the Glitz Glam, because all the palettes they sent you, except for the blush palette, I've gotten in my shop eye bag or in Glitz Glam. So I was like, okay, I didn't miss out on much. I just would have missed out on them all coming in one bundle. But since I can't do giveaways right now, just because of the shipping is a BI, and I have to wait for my dad. Yeah, it may have been in the center. It could have been a triple mask where it's the front and the back, and then in the center is the mask hiding there. But they don't tell us that on the package because it's written in Korean. And they don't show it in the picture. So it makes it quite difficult. I think that blue in the bottom is a bad idea, because it makes me look like I've been crying or I'm teary-eyed, and I'm teary, but I'm good. I'm not crying. And I went and asked about the flat rate boxes, and they just gave me a stack of boxes. And I was like, what? So what do I do with this? She's like, when you bring it back, then we'll tell you how much it costs. And I was like, that's not what it said. It's should have been a price per box, right? Like, you buy it, the box, it's flat rate. Yeah. It happened to me too with that 111 skin one. I ended up with the part that I was supposed to throw away on my skin, and the part that I was supposed to keep I threw away. And I was just like, it had been written in Korean, because I did not understand it at all. But today I don't know if you're seeing it the way I see it, but I use turquoise and silver highlight, orange and brown to contour, fuchsia purple cheeks with a fuchsia lip, very orange and burgundy brown on the eyes. On this end of the road, it looks good, but it also looks kind of, I don't know. I'm missing something. I don't know quite what I'm missing. I did my lashes, but I didn't put on fake false lashes. I just feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I need to blend out the bottom part a little more. I don't know. It's crazy. No, that's good. Thank you, Linda. I think it needed something else on there. I don't know what. Thank you. I'm trying to, I don't know if you noticed, I've been using the Makeup Institute palette, this one, and I'm using a lot of the colors to do everything from blush, contour, highlight, and I wanted them to notice, that I'm eating up your palette, and I'm using the look, in all kinds of ways. And the other day I did highlight all the way across to the out here, and they liked the picture. So I was like, okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to pick one company at a time. I mean, Makeup Revolution, I have a couple of their palettes. Morphe's too big. I figured I'd pick a smaller company to notice me about anything, um, like the lashes. But this is a beautiful palette. I got it for $17 when they had it on sale at 50% off, because it's like 35 or 40 something dollars for it, but it's worth it. Majority of it is pigments, but you've got some shadows. You can tell the pigments from the pigments. You can tell the shimmers from the shimmers, the glitter and the regular eyeshadows when they're in your face, because you can see all the different textures really well. Instead of like the Violet Boss, the Essentials 2 palette, it says it's a mix of mattes, shimmers, pigments, and glitter, when there's only one pigment in here, and that's the blue. That blue is the only pigment that's in here. The three mattes on the top are just shadows, and then the shimmers are toppers, and the foil is just foil. It's just an overlay. It's a pretty palette, but you want the payout for these two down here, the purples. You think you're gonna get some payout. No, they're like glass, like looking at a mirror. You have to put a shadow underneath it to get this color to even show up like it should show up. And they look exactly alike. When you swatch them on your hand, they look different, but when you literally put them on your eye, they are exactly the same. And then you can see a little bit, just a little bit, but not enough to give you that pow like this palette. You know, it gives you that pow factor of, you know, which is which, and he put all the toppers on the side, so you know these four are toppers, but they are also duochrome glitters. So they're going to be sheer, and you can build them up, or you can wet them right away and make them pop. And then I use to do the liner. You won this palette, Blessed GMP's giveaway. Oh, the Violet Boss. Well, congratulations. I mean, it is a beautiful palette. Don't get me wrong. It is beautiful. I have worn the blue plenty of times. Like those pictures that I put up where I'm driving with my glasses, I'm wearing the blue turquoise color, but I topped it off with, you know, that shimmers. And so you're going to really like it, because I really love the way pigments feel compared to an eyeshadow. Like all these up here are eyeshadows, but the liner and the inner is pigments. And the liner is just I put it in this container, but it's the Hank and Henry no vacation glitter, not glitter, neon pigment. And so if I had a blue light, my eyeliner would change colors. Yeah, I do. I love the shimmers. I don't know, me and it's Amanda have this. I like to break the rules and put shimmer on my under eye, to smoke on my under eye, instead of just on the top. So I have all matte on top, and I only put a little shimmer under my brow and my eye and on my lip. The other day when I did a line of silver, I actually used a silver LA Color eyeshadow, because I put it on my eyes and it was not opaque at all. This is from LA Color, and it was not opaque at all, but on your, it's kind of like, it's like a mirror. Like you can see a shimmer, but it just was not opaque. I had to keep putting a layer over and over and over and over and over on my eyes And then I had to top it with silver eyeshadow. So it was like, that's not the point of this. You need to just be, I wanted to just have like this cat eye or wolf eye where it's a high cut and then it goes low deep and just a little bit of blue. But it didn't work out that way. It ended up taking over my whole eye because it's so wet. It just keeps going. It doesn't even dry down well. It just sits there and it's wet. I didn't like that. Maybe I should put on some lashes. I'm gonna definitely take some pictures. Oh, and I want to show you guys how I did my lashes the last time so that those who are still temperamental about lashes, this is just a little trick that Makeup, is her name Makeup Christie? I think her name is Makeup Christie. I don't remember. You know the child on YouTube. Oh yes, it's safe to use on your lips. What I do is I don't bring it all the way to the inside, but it's just like any other shimmer or glitter you would put in a gloss. So, I mean, you can only eat so much of it before it becomes unsafe. And I think we'd have to eat about 20 tubes of this before it's unsafe for us, but it's okay. Yeah, I just put it as a liner, but I feel it's okay. I use pigments and glitters that are unsafe. They say they're not eye safe on other parts of my face and my body because it's, you got to be careful with your eyes, especially. But yeah, liquid, even that was one thing about Jeffree Star's lip lacquers or lip it's not all of his lip glosses or lipsticks. I think it's just a couple of them. I want to say velour lips. They're all able to be used as eyeliners. But I've seen a few YouTubers put it in their waterline. And I'm like, whoa. He never said put the lipstick in your waterline. He just used it as an eyeliner on the top of his eye. But to each his own with that. But with pigments, you definitely don't want to put a pigment in your waterline because it's not eye safe at all for that. But as a liner, it's safe. Let's see here. I was going to put on a really thick lash, but I thought, no, I should do a real natural lash since I'm trying to do I want you to see my fall eye look. So I'll do some LA color lashes that are very natural. But what I did is I cut them completely in half. And then I put the thinner part, I'll put them in stages. So that way it's not just hitting me all at once. So the thinner part that I want, I put in the middle. Hey, Mary, how you doing? I'll put in the front, and then I'll put the thicker part at the end. So I'll end up wearing about 2 pairs of lashes. So I'm putting it's thinner in the front, and then I'm going to put the thicker end of the lashes. Wait a minute, did I put these on backwards? No. No, I put them on right. Okay. I was wondering I'd be doing that. Yeah, I was telling everybody about those. I saw them on Ulta's website, the pre-glued ones. I started out with those too. They're the best, where they come pre-glued, pre-ready, no mess, and you just press. They only last up to their capacity if you wear them without, putting them on before you put your shadow on. If you put them on after you have eyeshadow on, then you ruin them. But they're really simple, and I'm looking forward to shop shop eye beauty bag, which is also a part of Glitz Glam. In their $12 beauty bag, they're going to be putting the Glam Lastic magnetic lashes. So I thought that would be awesome because I get their $12 bag. Getting their bigger bags, it's going to come in there too, but I would rather just get the little what I'm going for. Well, thank you for stopping by, Linda. You have a wonderful, blessed day. 51 people. I didn't even realize I had that. Mary, oh my goodness. But only 4 of us are talking. Wow, this is the biggest live. Hello, hello. It's pretty much the biggest live I've ever had. It's going down though. It's like everybody's clicking in and then they're clicking out. But it's all good. I'm here for it. But they're here for it. You just missed the wonderful world of pigments, you guys. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, it's going down. Down. It's going down. I see it going down. I didn't even notice it went up because I was trying to glue my lashes on. I think it's the YouTube algorithm messing with things again. We were talking about that earlier. How I couldn't get my BoxyCharm premium or BoxyCharm base box to load because of the. It's 21 minutes, but my other one was 19 minutes and it uploaded. Oh, Mary, this isn't a happy look. I've been trying to prevent the tears, because they just did the, we just got some, horrifying news, and it was hard. My son's father, he's a big dude. He's not fat, but he's like 6'5", and he's like a quarterback. He's wide. I call him Optimus Prime, not like the Transformer, but because he is like a Transformer, he's my ultimate Prime because he could shrink down into like the tiniest little Honda Civic, and you wouldn't ever even notice, right? But they could not fit him in a freezer, so we were not able to do a memorial or viewing and funeral. They didn't have the capacity to keep him prepped for us to view him, so we had to do an immediate cremation. But yeah, now it's down to 5 people. Yeah, all the other videos uploaded that I did, even the ones that I used the free app, they uploaded, but they were like, breaks and 7 to 10 minutes long. But my BoxyCharm base box just won't load. That's the only one. I did the video of trying on everything, and that loaded and went through, but the base box won't load. Yeah, that's why I was kind of MIA yesterday. Because I didn't know what to really do. I had to consult my son, and because it was all the arrangements were being made by him and his stepmother, which I'm so blessed that her and I are friends, and not friends in like we share lunches or anything, but we've never had a problem. So there's never been any fights or arguments, and I trust her with my granddaughter. I trust her with my son, all my sons. Um, so that was really good. Yeah, it'll be so much fun for us to share a camera panel. I'm trying to get us together, all of us together eventually. We will see what we can do, you know. Because I love the way Amanda had hers the other day with her friend, one of her sorority sisters, Heather. They were sharing it on panel together, and I thought that was really cool. All right, so now I'm going to pick a sparse pair of lashes to put on the outer part of my eye, now that I've got my little tiny inner parts on. I like to change up the texture of the lashes too. That way they make me look like a doll. Which is kind of funny still to me that I look like a Cabbage Patch Kid all these years, and I still look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Come on. Come on. Oh, the tweezers are stuck. There we go. Goodness. Come on. Oh, the way Zach does his and has like the four square of people, and we all can play games and stuff. I like that. I've just been silent off of social media just yesterday and today. I'll be in your lives, you know, but I wouldn't say anything. I'll give a thumbs up and come back and give a comment. Premieres, the same thing. I felt the same way. Like, I just didn't want to talk to anybody, especially after I got the news of what happened. True. It is harder when it's more than two, I think. Yeah. Just because of all the over talking. What was really hard was yeah, it is fun with some of the games. I just don't like the ones where you have to type in the word and be the first one because I type so slow. So I'd rather just hang around and answer the question. If I get it right, I get it right. I don't, I don't. But even when there is just what was I saying? We can do a Instagram live together through our phones. That's what I was gonna say. So, and that would be fun. And we can do our makeup on Instagram live together. And you know, once we're done with an Instagram live, it saves to IG stories for not stories, but IGTV for a while, and people can watch it, and it can eventually go viral. That was what I was doing with my granddaughter, not my goddaughter was doing the since she can't go live on her phone for her YouTube. We were just doing it on IG stories. I really believe I put my lashes on backwards, where I put the big part in the inside and the little part on the outside. So confusing, but they're there. This one, the inside doesn't want to stick again because I was tearing up. It just got to stick long enough for me to take a picture. This time I went live through YouTube. I don't think I'm on StreamYard today because I didn't press StreamYard. I pressed YouTube to do it. But with StreamYard, I know I paid for it last month, so I was like, let me see if we can go live on YouTube Studios with just YouTube, doing its thing. And it seems to be working. That way I don't pay. I'm not going to pay for the upcoming, because I didn't use it. I used all the live free time that I had, but I didn't use any of the live, majority of the live paid time that I paid for. I would just ass backwards. Plus all this hit me at once, so that's why I was like, forget it. I'll do it next time. But it works on here fine right now. Well, you can do small ones, small IG stories, not just stories, what do you call them? The reels. And so they're little mini videos, kind of like TikTok videos, but I haven't learned how to edit it yet. But it's one of the new features on IG, for us to do little bitty clip videos, putting on makeup where you don't have to talk. You can just show the product, put it on, show the product, put it on, call it a day, and boom, it's done. You don't necessarily have to talk if you're not ready for lives. I don't mind being live. The only thing that I mind is like when my animals are running back and forth, knocking stuff over, because they'll want to jump up here on the table and knock into the computer. But other than that, I don't care. The kids can be loud. It's not like we're doing too many YouTube unregulated things. We're not. I'm not copywriting anything. I'm not. I'm following most of the guidelines. What, a troll on my live or a troll on my on either one, on either platform? That's what mods are for. And you can have mods on Instagram too. But even then, honestly, I'm more like, if you watch Hank and Henry's lives on IG, when I do my lives, I'm less interactive than if I was on here. The few lives that I have done on IG, they were just like tester lives, but the ones that I've gone full force with, I won't talk to anybody. I will talk to you, but I'm not going to respond to your comments. I'm not going to pay attention to your comments. I have seen him have some trolls, and he asked Nicole or somebody to put them in timeout. I don't understand who these people are. Just like a few seconds ago, you seen that that we were up to almost 60 people in here. They're not real people, or if they are, they're just trolls that are from another country that don't have nothing better to do but click in and out of videos and say something smart. So yeah, I've seen where I've tried to catch the trolls and then they'll delete their message really, really quickly. So I'm like, whoa, Zach, did you just see that? But I'm talking to myself because he doesn't even know I'm there hardly half the time. Usually when he goes live, sadly, it's when I bathe my child every time, every night. It's like the same time that I give him a bath and do his hair. So I don't get to interact for more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes here and there. I'll drop an emoji, let you know I'm still here, or I'll just say, I'm bathing my son, and I'll be back. If not, I'm just gonna let you play. Last time I fell asleep, everybody was playing. What were they playing? Like it was like summer, winter, just like pick one or the other, books or movies, popcorn or chips. I actually was. We were. I wasn't. I was responding, but then all of a sudden, the whole world just came to an end, and I was out. I just, I just fell asleep. Even through Just Gus's one of her premieres, I was trying so hard to stay awake, and I don't know why. It was in the middle. It was my nap time though, but my granddaughter was here, and she hummed me to sleep. Yeah, it's pretty late for Zach's, but that's his time. Our time, it's like, well, my time, it's like anywhere from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night, or 10 to midnight. That's why I end up falling asleep. Yeah, the I don't understand that game, so I don't understand who wins. Like the rules of this or that. Like, is it a game to win? Are we just playing just to get to know each other? What? Because honestly, when it comes to games, my game is Yahtzee. I love, love, love Yahtzee and Tetris. Because I'm or Phase 10. I'm more of a cards and hands-on kind of girl. Plus play chess, Mancala. When it comes to question games, I'm at a loss when it comes to music and I want to say when we start talking about the world histories and things like that, I'm at a loss. I'm there for the movies. I'm there for movie trivia, some other outside trivia. Yeah, I try. He doesn't even understand. Like, I've got these little ones that'll hum me to sleep as they're trying to go rock themselves to sleep, and I'm just like, I know I need to put you in your bed before you, but you're not gonna stay there. So it's like, forget it. I'll just hold on to you, and then all of a sudden I'm out. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing? Rhonda says in the house. I've just been incognito mode, and I'm sorry, Rhonda. I've been in you guys' video, even yours, Mary. I've seen your videos. I've seen your makeup. You're always so pretty in pink, but I haven't said anything to anybody just yet. I've had to just be quiet for a little while, and I figured I would come on live and talk about it and tell everybody about it here. That way it can just be said once, but it doesn't work that way. I've had to say it about 3 times, so I'm just trying not to cry out any of my liners before I take a picture. But everybody is doing really good and hanging tough. The only thing I could figure out, as far as they were telling us about the shipping, I would have to get my own label maker to have a cheaper shipping and keep it under a pound. So I've got the scale that I already use for my food, but I don't know. Thank you, Rhonda. I was feeling very fall, and I didn't know exactly how fall that I want to feel, but I figured a orange contour to highlight the brown would do really good, and then bright fuchsia. I just figured I use all the colors in my Hank Makeup Institute palette on my face. That's just been my gig, using almost every color in here that I could use to do a full face, including my contour, my bronze, my everything, my brows. Yeah, I haven't learned the ropes yet. They were telling me I don't even know how to use my printer. I only use it for photocopies, never faxing or printing. And I was like, wow, you have so much to learn if you're trying to send packages, at a cheaper price. But they were trying to teach me at the little kiosk I go to. So she gave me a bunch of those it fits you ship boxes, but they can't tell me how much it costs until I give them the address and I don't know what, I guess weigh it. I don't know. But I was like, that doesn't work for me because I want to have them prepackaged and ready for when I'm pretty much ready. September is my birthday month. Um, Cards are already coming in. And so I already know that the gift cards will be coming soon and the presents will be coming soon. And that's usually when I rotate out my makeup and I've already did a big overhaul of all the beauty products. And sadly, I haven't touched none of them. Not even to like open it up and smell it, sample it, or anything. I don't use a lot of skincare. So BoxyCharm has really put me on a anti skincare feel because I feel like if you're going to use a skincare line, you need the whole line, not just one product, and then you're using a different product from a different company and a different product because then it's not cohesive. Like the 111 Skin, for instance, the first product I got from them was the moisturizer, which is lovely. Then I got the night cream, lovely. I got the lip enhancer thingy. I I do. I don't know. I see a difference, but you got to use it every day. Okay, I'll check that out. Um, but when it goes to like the Glam Glow, the products I received from Glam Glow weren't cohesive, and they weren't all from the same line. And I used it with a Dr. Brandt product, and it broke me out. So I was like, no, it it's just too much skincare, and it has to. It's not. I Everything I use has a cohesive line, and that way I don't get broken out by other products as scents or whatever. So I'm like, I got a whole box of skincare, and I want to do a giveaway, and it's just going to be a skin. I mean, it's sad, but I have like 3 boxes of ideas. I have a skin giveaway, um, Ipsy giveaway, and a palette giveaway. But they're all brand new palettes. I just don't know which ones I want to do and when. Okay, I'm working with FedEx right now because my father works for FedEx, and I'm trying to get him to get me some hookups on shipping and packaging of some sort. It takes him forever to do nothing. I know this weekend he has nothing to do because all the sport people are on. They're striking out. You missed your allure. Like, you don't get allure anymore, right? Because the allure skincare, I don't mind their skincare. I don't even mind Ipsy skincare. It's just BoxyCharm in their $100 this and $200 that, and then you don't use it. And I know we only paid $5 for it. Like, I have to bring myself back to reality sometimes, and I'm like, it's a $25 box. That means each item is $5. Stop tripping. You can put it aside. You don't need it. Yeah, I ordered a lure for the year so I can get the free tote bag, and they ran out. And then I got that big box of 27 or 72 piece box that they sent, the red box. Yeah, I wish they put more makeup in it. That's my fingers crossed. You know, Allure's going up to $23. So I'm like, I hope they put more makeup than skincare since they're going up in price. They always give you 1 or 2 pieces of makeup, and they always give you a sheet mask. But I was hoping they put a little bit extra because that floss highlight is pretty, but it's a cream highlight, and it looks like, not to lie, not lying, but not to be mean to the product itself. It just really does. It just is natural highlight. It's not really. It's not a. It's not an Oprah highlight, I should say. It's just a. It's just a mini boost of color. Let me see, it's right here. Like, it's a mini glow. Me too, sis. There's so many boxes I want now that I can't have because I have to wait. But my channel is not this one. It's a cream to powder because it jiggles. When you put your finger in there, it wiggles. But it looks like it's going to be really, really pigmented. And even on a swatch, it looks really pigmented. But once you put it on, like, you can't put it on with a brush. I'm going to put it on with a brush and my finger, but you can't. You literally have to, like, it just blends away. You don't really see it at all compared to what my other highlight. Yeah, it's gold. It looks white, but it's a gold color. It just, I put it on my eyes, and I thought it was really pretty that way. But it still doesn't really, it's just a natural, and that's what I need to understand when it comes to certain makeup. Some people do need and like it natural. But I'm super natural. I don't like things natural. I like it really bright and beaming. So yeah, this is like the perfect highlight to use on my mother because she doesn't wear but 3 colors. I got her this little palette from Oprah, the nudes, the little nudes one. This little bag, and she only uses this pink one and the matte one, and that's it. Oh no, that's not a matte. The catacorder, the matte and the shimmer one. That's all she used. I love you too, sis. Have a good day. Well, it's almost dinner time, your time, right? But yeah, that highlighter did nothing. And I don't have highlighter on. I have 2 different color eyeshadows on to highlight my face, and they're brighter. Yeah, my mom, I really want to put her on camera. She says she's willing to do it, but I know she's not. But I told her I wanted to use her because that Luminaire airbrush foundation is meant for her. So you guys could see a full demo of that being done. But she's got the ultimate hooded eyes and aged eyes where it's like I literally have to pull her eye up out to get any color in her crease at all. And she laughs about it all the time. Yeah, it's dinner time, so have a good dinner. But I showed her, I'm like, we'll put two colors on, and that's it. And she's fine with it. And she doesn't need much of anything. Like, she will literally jump back if I try to put blush on her face. And I'm like, I've got you. And if I tell her, oh, I can warm up your skin, she's like, no, what's that? No, you love color and you love makeup. Around the way my mom is, she's never learned how to wear makeup. She only wore blue eyeliner and clear mascara even after I was in my teens. She would wear lip stain, and that's it. She never wore foundation. She never wore anything until I started putting it on her in my 20s. Yeah, we all have to learn to love colors. I don't think so. Now that you love colors, I don't think you're ever going to go back to, whoa, don't put that color on me, on my cheeks. Yeah, she has a lot of real estate, like you say, but she doesn't realize it. I tell her, relax, close your eyes, and let me do it. But she squints like that, so I have so much I have to pull it apart to work with it. So I'm like, Mom, you gotta relax. You gotta let it be smooth. And she's like, I don't know how you do your eyes like that. And I was like, just relax. Yeah, she's my bareface blue eyeliner, clear mascara girl. She kills me with her. She'll wear the darkest fuchsia mood lipstick. The ones that uh, it's like a green color lipstick, and then you put it on and it changes to like a fuchsia or purple. She'll rock that mood lipstick because it stains. And I'm like, woman, you can reapply anytime. You can, Mom, don't be scared to use it up. You can reapply. And she's like, no, mm-mm. She's a one-time, one swipe type of girl. If it's on there, it's on there. That's it. No more. And I'm like, no. She'll see me pull out a compact and start powdering. She's like, what are you doing? I'm drying, dabbing up my oils, or I'm, freshening up my skin. And she's like, doesn't that make you feel chalky or look chalky? I was like, no, that's why you spray this setting spray and then you use the sponge. And she's like, too much work. And she's like, I'm good. I'll just sweat. It'll go back. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, I got her some really good matte lipsticks. Like, she goes through all my makeup. I let her go through and we'll swap everything that I've used or have swatched. I'll let her swatch it and let it dry on her arm, and let her see that this is what you're looking for. That's not moving. That way it'll stay on there. I even got her Christmas time. They had a Oprah mini lip collection where you got 5 mini lips. I got her that little bag for Christmas. She loves her Oprah lipsticks. The only problem she said she does come in is when it does dry down too much and she wants to drink, it'll crack. But I told her that's because she's not putting the primer down, because it came with a primer. That's the part that was crazy. So I said if the Oprah lipsticks require a primer, that means that it must dry your lips really bad, because the ones that I have don't have a primer. And if I use a primer with them, they slide away. Yeah. Oh, and I even have it right here, which is crazy that you showed up, Rhonda. I rocked the pizza palette right here that I won from your giveaway. I was so shocked because I didn't know what I won, but I won this palette, Lorna and Christine, and it is beautiful. and you can see where I really worked in there. I didn't I didn't imagine I was gonna get a foodie palette. I was so excited. I was like, I got some food. my, I'm trying to get my cousin. I'm gonna have to send it to her today because she kills me. Yeah, it has. Lorna has been trying, and she is doing wonderful. And I love it how we forget that we really do love makeup. It's just why did we stop? We forget. Why did we put it away? Because in all honesty, my little setup here 5 years ago was non-existing. Everything was in the vault. Everything was in my closet. I was not buying any new makeup. I just whatever I owned, it was there and it was collectible. Now I'm like, my daughter had to let me know one thing that was really, really something that stuck with me is used makeup is loved makeup. Unused products are unloved products. And I'm like, I didn't think of that. I thought saving it meant I loved it, but in factuality, I was abusing it. So I'm like, mm-mm. Yeah, me too. And I was robbed while I was moving from California to Nevada. I was robbed a whole truck of my products, including like my Dremel for my jewelry making classes that I was doing. I lost so much expensive makeup stuff from Japan that was literally brought from China handheld to me. So it was really important to me. So I lost a lot and rebuilt this since November of last year. Now I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed not with makeup, but overwhelmed with skincare. Yeah, I had family just steal my makeup. That's the part that killed me. I was like, what are you doing? Why did you do it? You know, you're going to come and talk to me, literally talk to me about it a year later and tell me, oh, you're not over that? Uh, no, I'm not over you stealing almost, $3,000 worth of makeup that didn't belong to you. No, I'm not over that. Yeah, we all been going through that. Just like, and you know what it is? And I have to remind those who steal from us and steal from people, they never are settled. People who steal, they never have anything tangible. Like they can have children, and them children just be going wild. They can have pets. Pets don't stay around very long; they die. They never have anything, a car, a job. They never keep anything tangible because they steal. And I try to explain that, like when I was going to NA and AA meetings, I would explain that to people, where I had lived in, uh, facilities for my health or myself, that I don't appreciate thieves. And this is why, I don't appreciate thieves, because if you steal, you'll never be settled in your life. And if you're here to try to get help, then why are you still stealing, knowing that that's a part of your habit? You can't give one habit up for another. It's not right. And they didn't like me doing that. I would always be talked about, or, this ain't for you. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm trying to find my place in the world. And I felt that Alcohol Anonymous was where I should have been at that time, because that's what I was doing. And I was too young for it. But they were telling me no. And so I went to Narcotics Anonymous, and they told me no. I went to regular therapy and all kinds of things. And I was like, okay, now that once I got a sponsor, and my sponsor was well educated. Now, our only problem was where I was going, they don't allow co-ed sponsoring. So with my sponsor being my uncle, who is male, they said that I couldn't have that. And I said, that's not right. He makes me feel comfortable. And he never lied to me. He never told me nothing, to stray me away. Yeah, congratulations, Rhonda. Christine's doing strong too. I'm holding on strong. I'm just like, what? And that's who I lost. That's who I recently lost, was my Theo, that was my sponsor, my heart, my rock when it came to my alcoholism. He was a alcoholic. He had drank my whole childhood, and then when he got clean and sober from alcohol and changed his life for the better, because he was having so much tragedy. And that's why I told him, if you don't get clean, uncle, all this tragedy is not, you're not going to be able to function through it. And he didn't understand that. And once it was time for him to function through it, it hit him like a rock. He lost his daughter to suicide. He lost his son to pneumonia. And then he loses himself. And I was just, I was knocked down, but I did not stay down. And I did not pick up a bottle. And I did not. I'm so proud of myself. You know what I did? The money that I would have spent on a drink, I went and bought a few movies, some popcorn, and some junk food at the Dollar Tree. And I came home, crawled into bed, and I watched those movies and made my kids some popcorn, and I ate my junk food, and I cried. And then I sent out a few Instagram stories with some oldies, because he was the man with the oldies, and he had that music, that baby making music that the only time you ever really hear it is when it's lowriders have it on. But he has that good old school music. And I didn't even look at that as being an accomplishment. I didn't even look at it being like pat yourself on the back or anything at all until my son mentioned it. And he goes, "Are you okay, Mom? Are you really, really okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And they're like, "No, we know that he was really, really close to you. You guys talked, even though when him and my aunt were separated and divorced, we still spoke about our recovery." And no, I was totally fine, not worried about having a drink. I really was. So I was pretty proud of myself after he made it known to me that you should be proud of yourself, because normally we would be uh, asking you, do you want to go to a meeting? Or do you want to go to church? Do I need to drive you to church? Because that's a major right there. If I'm so upset and I can't handle the world, take me to church. I need to go to church. I'll go call my sister in Christ and a couple of them and be like, come meet me at this part of the church. We have our own little restaurant. And I'm like, come meet me there, at the cafe, or come meet me at this room for, I need you right now. And they were shocked that I didn't reach out to them either. And I said, you know why? Honestly, why? We fall down, but we get up. And if I don't start picking myself up, how am I going to pick anybody else up? Yeah, it's great to have support. But I think what hurt the most is that none of the support is my family. We're all family, and not one of us are reaching out to my aunt, except for me and my sister. Um, but her sisters and brothers are not reaching out to her to support her. She just lost her son, her daughter, and her husband in that span of 2 months. And her son-in-law. He went first. The son-in-law went first, and that's what caused my cousin to have her suicide. It was just, we've got real bad blood, and nobody wants to talk about it, and nobody wants to have the kids understand, because I'm the eldest of 38 of us. grandchildren, and then there's like 44 or more great grandchildren, and then we've got my granddaughter who's a great great grandchild, and nobody's met my granddaughter except for my brothers from my dad's side. So it's like we're not as close as we used to be. Once my grandmother died, the levee broke, and everybody, all the anger, all the animosity just came out, and everything that we held in came out, and it came out with, you know, the law, and that was something my grandparents they did not tolerate. You don't need to call the cops on your sister, your brother for this or that. You shouldn't put your hands on your sister and your brother for this or that. But it got real ugly to the point where I stroked out. Ended up in the hospital for 6 weeks. What's wrong, Shug?
I was gonna say if your phone has HBO Max.
Only the tablet does, baby. And you know how you can get it from them? Put them on Minecraft and tell them to give you the tablet. You'll do it. I have to play the con game. the little one out of the tablet so that the older one can watch some of his shows. Can you hand me my cigarettes and my lighter and ashtray, please? Yeah, I chose my family, but they did not want to stick with me because I look so much like my grandmother. I have all her mannerisms, and I speak like her. So I frighten a lot of them. And it's that blue case. And that upsets me. Not that I look like her or any of that. It's the fact that they want to use me as if I was her. I'm not the one to let you cuss me out and then and then want my money. But then when I call you because I need, you know, your help with moving a heavy object or I'm having some renovations done. This is my grandmother, for example. Oh no, we can't do that. But they would want to get married, and then they would have their weddings and be $2,000 or $3,000 shy on the day of, and be like, "Mama, I need your help." And she would be like, "Kizzy, what are we gonna do?" And we would have to pull together our resources and get them that 2,000 or 3,000. But we never see it again. We never saw them give us back the money or anything or say anything. Yeah, and then they want to tell us later on, well, you didn't show up to this wedding or you didn't show up to that wedding. Well, I'm sorry. I thought I would have to pay for it, so I didn't show up. You know, that's been my new thing. I don't show up to their weddings, their funerals, their birthdays, because I'm not trying to put in more than my fair share of the person who walked in ahead of me or your in-laws. You know, oh, I couldn't believe the in-laws of my uncle's wives are even just as bad. Like, they treat them like princesses, their wives and their in-laws, but they treat us like scum of the earth. And I would tell them, before it was you, it was me. And I would show them beautiful pictures of me and my uncles together. Father-daughter dances. My uncle took me to prom, rented me a limo, you know, just so I can go pretty. And we danced one dance, won a trophy, and then left and went out to eat. Hey, Zach, how you doing? But from there, they have these wives, and they feel like they need the doors open for them. But he doesn't have to open the door for his mother? No. So that was a problem for me. So I became an adult and was able to talk to them. I didn't talk back to my uncles, but I talked to them. I let them know, hey, that wasn't cool at your wedding where grandma and I came out the pocket and you didn't even have a seat at the head of the table for her and your father. You know, the bridal table was supposed to be you guys and your honored people, not you guys, her side and the honored people. Awesome, Zach. I'm just hanging in there. I've been jumping through hoops this whole last few weeks. I've been doing a lot of tragedy, and I'm just talking about accomplishments and some family difficulties, and trying to arrange these funerals that are, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I just know I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I've received one set of ashes so far, and I'm waiting on my next set. So it's just been really hard. But thank you for asking, Zach. And I'm so glad you're at your watch time. I have been sneaking in your lives because of all that I've been going through, and Rhonda's too. Like, I'm that silent person where you don't see no comment. You just know that there's an extra person in your lives. It's been me. I haven't been having the strength to talk to anybody. So I figured I would go live and talk to everybody here. That way I wouldn't have to say it so many times. Plus, I can also get it out and off my chest because my family needs to know that they're hurting me and they're not listening to me. Thank you, Rhonda. I'm glad you don't mind my lurking, because I would do it on all your videos, and I press my like and I watch them, and then I have to come back and I have to remember not to do the classic joke, and that would be hi and just an emoji. And I always say hi, Rhonda, and just an emoji, and I'm like, no, you have to give her more than that. You have to give everybody more than that. Even Brenda, she's like, you know, she'll say hi, Juliana. Okay, because I would only leave her an emoji and then just say hi, Brenda, and that's it. And she's like, you just say hi. And then finally we spoke, and I told her, I'm not shy. I've been bullied in a few comments areas because somebody didn't like my comment. So I would just say hi and just leave an emoji. Yeah, I thought of an interaction, but a lot of people are like, no, you need to interact, and YouTube is looking at that. So I have to write more of an interaction, instead of just an emoji and a hi. Even just hi, they won't even look at it. Yeah. And I'm the eldest of them. And I literally, once I moved out of San Jose away from them, they all stopped talking to me. But I'm like, I don't mind now. I don't mind. I know all of my little cousins that I was babysitting are all grown up now. They're all in their teens. And I've seen some pictures of them, and I'm like, wow, you're beautiful. You're a big girl now, and don't even know your cousin. You don't even know me, but you used to know me. And I seen that one of my little cousins still has the backpack doll of Dora that I gave her before I left, because she used to watch my backpack. I had it hanging up on the wall. I always had stuffed animals hanging up all over my room. And she said, one day you're going to give that to me. And I said, one day I will. And so before I left, I gave it to her. And I hope she remembers that when I bring it up to her later on. I know it's going to be a little later than sooner, later than sooner. Yeah, let us know how much more watch time do you have. I want to remind her sooner than later. I'm going to remind her about that Dora doll backpack that she loves so much, and I have pictures of her with it because she looks just like Dora, just like her with the little shorts. So what does that mean, Zach, when you have your watch time? Like with you, Rhonda, it was the monetization, right? Oh, Zach, you can eat that up in literally 2 weeks if you uh, do it every day for about 4 hours a day. We can get that out them hours. Yeah, we're all in threes, so each one of us are either It's us, me, then my sibling, and then we were all born in threes. So it was me and my two cousins, all at the same age, or 9 months apart, and then there'll be another set of three grandchildren 9 months apart, and excuse me, so on and so forth. So we're all, and our kids are the same way. But my kids, my eldest two are 9 years apart, and my baby and my middle child are 10 years apart. Oh, so you need 4K watch hours and 1K members to get monetized. And to get monetized, is that where we get the YouTube guap? Is that what they call it? The YouTube paycheck is what the goal is. Yeah, we all still need family. I do. I looked through the pictures of how happy I was. Oh, it says that my connection is unstable, so I may be glitching or having some kind of difficulties, you guys. I don't know. Um, but right now, the only person I'm worried about seeing, and I'm making any type of way to get there before this birthday. That my birthday is September 12th. I'm going to go see my grandfather. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I've been pushing on Instagram to get some PR of some sort, and then push. I guess now I need to leave my email address on here, because I don't know how to get PR, how to approach to get PR, who approaches who. So I look and sound stupid to me, because I went straight to Patrick Starr and said, "Hi, I enjoy you as a person and your channel. How can I be on your PR list?" I haven't heard anything from him. I've written little emails about I'm inquiring about being put on your PR list for Mac and things like that. So they contacted you via email, or you contact them? Because if they have to contact me, then I need to leave my email address. And I haven't done that yet. Like, Trish Cheek is the only one that has offered me PR. Okay. So yeah, I have to leave my email address down there. And they're lashes and pigments. And so they sent me, I bought a few of their mystery boxes, and I showed them on the Instagram. And once I did that, they offered me an ambassador, since I've already been buying their stuff, and I still buy their stuff. So I get my orders for 50% off. But if anybody else buys orders from them, once I make 5 sales, I'll get a pair of lashes or some kind of PR package for free. The only PR package I've ever received from them was a 3-piece lash set with the tools. They sent me their tool, their tweezers, and a lip gloss and a pigment. Oh, and a Starbucks gift card for $5, and said thank you. So that's as much as I've gotten from them. But I've made several orders from them already. And then I have my mom ordering, and she tells me that nobody in this lifetime can go through as many lashes as I've got under my bed. But I told her, in all actuality, this has been 3 months worth of wearing lashes, and they're ready to go away. I've been washing them, and you can tell on some pairs that the texture is off. Like, one will look really shiny and glossy and pretty, and the other one looks all nappy and crazy. So yeah, that's 18 pairs of lashes in almost 3 months. So it's time. And I wear 2 pair at a time. Like right now I have literally 2 pairs on. I have 1 pair on the inside that I cut in half so that I can get them on the inside, and then I take another pair that's a little shorter that I've cut and put the longer side on the outside, so that I get my I feel I get my wear out of them. And I told my goddaughter I'm trying to wear them underneath. You know, I found some short ones to put underneath. That way I can get the full doll effect. Yeah, it started out with one pair, but I couldn't get them to stay down. So what I did is Raw Beauty Christy, she literally showed us cut them bad boys in half, right? And you can look at them where it goes, you know, in the front, it goes short to big, or they're one size, and just put it on the outer 1/3 of your eye or the outer 1/2 of your eye, and then use your regular lashes. That's what I started doing, Rhonda. And then from there, I started adding the smaller part in the front, make sure I got that nice and, you know, the way I want it. And then I'll put another part, you know, because I've already cut them in half on the outer portion of my eyes, so that they actually look fuller and, how do you say it, wispy? Thank you, Christine. I mean, it has been crazy wearing these lashes, and I've been having so much fun. As far as like Glam with Suzanne, I picked up the Kinder lash box, the sample lash box, which was really nice. Now, that's the one, if I was to recommend any lashes, it would be from Tristique or from the Kinder lashes, because the band is so flexible and is so comfortable. You really don't feel anything on your eyes, and you don't have to cut them because they pretty much are, you know, just enough. Thank you. I try, because Rich Lux, he be killing me when his lash fall off. So I tell him, you got to fix that. Yeah, when that's what I figured. If you have any problems with the lash, her, this is a woman who wears lashes every day, Raw Beauty Christie. So I'm like, I can trust that, half a lash. And then I seen it. It looked really natural. I would wear the natural lashes just to make my real lashes look fuller. And then I would just use my mascara in the front. And then I started using the more dramatic lashes later on, and then just adding a little bit more, less of a cut to it. Thank you, Zach. You're so sweet. I love that bracelet that you sent. Lorna, I forgot to say that, Lorna. I saw how pretty your bracelet was. And I was like, whoa, Zach, you up on the town. I got to order me some. My son saw that. Oh, no problem. I watched her, and I watched Yada G and Glamour Suzanne, because these are like women that never come out the house without lashes on. So I'm like, please tell me more about your lash game, because I need to know. And that was the only thing that I was ever offered at PR was lashes. So I was like, I better learn how to wear them. So I better learn what to do with them. So, and now I've been having fun wearing them. Even without makeup, I'll wear lashes and just put a little bit of eyeliner on top. And I don't even have to wear mascara much anymore when I wear lashes. I'll wear the mascara primer that's black and call it a day. But yeah, let me get my charger. My light just came on saying I'm going to die soon. Plus, I've been on for like 2.5 hours. Are you guys good with your time? Do you want to just say sayonara for the afternoon? And I'll see you later, because I don't want to eat up anybody's time. I should cook dinner. And I did do such a nice job. And I'm so glad you guys all stopped by. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I love talking to you. You're going live tonight too, Zach, right? I wonder, does this thing act a fool if I move that? No. Okay. I didn't know if I was going to go live at all. I've been trying to get these videos to upload, and they're not loading. They're just sitting there. And the ones that do load, they're all, they're either the looks, but not the unboxings. So you'll see a mystery shopper in your live tonight, Zach. It'll be me, because I bathe my son the same time you go live. I don't know why, and it's like clockwork. That's his time. He just be like, "Mom, I want a bath," and I'm like, "Okay." But I will see you all later. I'm gonna get from in front of this air conditioner. I'm turning into an Eskimo, and I'm eating dry ice. I'll see you all later. Thank you, Christina. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Rhonda, Lorna, Zach. I love you all. Mary, and whoever else is in here still. I'm going to see you all later. It says here had asked me on a live. Oh, yes. It is so pretty. I love the turquoise. As you see. I love the turquoise. Oh, yeah, and I'll keep you guys. We've gotten our x-ray, but I don't know. We don't know yet what's exactly going on with this wrist. But they'll let me know hopefully next week, because it has been killing me. And I told the doctor it's just been sad. He doesn't even know what happened. He just thinks that the nerve test, when I jerked my wrist like this during that nerve test, when they put the needle in, that I may have fractured a small bone about in this area that connects the thumb to it, because that's the only time it hurts is with the thumb. You too. You guys have a wonderful the rest of your day. I don't know exactly what to cook. I heard there's a holiday. Is it Labor Day or something coming up? Because if it is, I'm not doing nothing. You know how they always say, it's Labor Day, and I'm like, it's a day to be relaxing. Oh, I know exactly what I'll cook. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I'm like, I think of something fancy, and I'm like, nope, don't want to do that. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm turning into an Eskimo. I love you. You have a wonderful day. Bye. Stop on the pipe. If the answer is no, pretty darling, knock 3 times on the window if you want me.